What's next for the state AA swimming champion in the 500 freestyle? Also, what role did the restaurant Perkins play in his triumph? Let's find out from my interview from yesterday with Marian Catholic sophomore and state champion Danny Berlitz. You said you watched the Olympics this summer, so you saw like Michael Phelps and that, like after they win, they would go to the Today Show?
Yeah.
I hope when that happens to you one day, you will think back and be like, well, after I won the state medal, I went to SSPTV. What do you remember from the point of view finishing the race to today? You said at school they had a little surprise for you.
Yeah, just after I finished the meet and I won, it was a big blur. I was just starting to soak it in, just try to just soak in the championship that I got. And then today they had like a surprise, it's like almost like a pep rally for me. I walked in, they all clapped for me, got a standing ovation, got presented with my medal again. But it was fun, it's an amazing ride. I hope I can continue it through junior and senior year. So.
I only saw the pictures so far of you celebrating after. It was great in the standard speaker, a big splash. Take me through the race a little bit. You said it got close over the last 100, but you like that. You like when there's someone near you, even though I would be going crazy.
Yeah. The race, there was a freshman next to me, and he took it out fast. So my goal was to just stay with him because Kevin kind of dropped off. And then the last 50, Kevin came back in a 25, and he kind of came back. He was like, I saw him at the flags, and I was like, oh, maybe I should start picking it up. But I beat him by .03, which is really, really, really small margin. So I'm glad that I saw him at the last second, or I might have got a silver. So
how do you celebrate after all this with the family? Who's the first person you see? What do you remember from the moments like after?
So I finished. I looked up. I saw lane 4 and first. I was like, wow. I turned around, splashed the water, and then I looked at my coach, Bill Moore, and then I looked up and I saw my mother and my father just standing there like clapping, and I was like, I did it. Like, wow, that's how it feels. Like, it's amazing.
You're fourth last year seeded going into this event. First this year. What was kind of the difference? You said you grew a little bit, but I mean, what else too? Was there anything else?
Just the training. I think I trained a lot harder this year than I did last year. Just putting in the effort, just shaving time, working on technique. I know my underwaters. I don't do any underwaters, but like my streamline.
What's an underwater?
Like the underwater dolphin kick.
Okay, got it.
I didn't do any, which I should probably start doing them.
So you can go even faster, is what you're saying?
Oh yeah, by far. If I could just work on my underwaters, my streamline, if I just keep working on those and just technique-wise get better, I should shave a bunch of seconds off.
You train at the Parkland Aquatic Center?
Yeah. And
you're out there a lot. So PIAA is part of your career, but you're doing a lot of other work with them.
Yeah. We have senior champs this next weekend. It's a big meet for USA Swimming is what like Parkland Aquatic Club is. And then in May, I'm going to California for this open water national meet. It should be really fun. I'm really excited. I'm mostly excited for that open water swim. I've never had an open water swim, so it should be exciting.
This will be in a lake, and you said you're going to like it because there's not a lot of turns. Because you said I'm not good at the state champion in the 500 freestyle, so I'm not too good at turns.
Yeah, my turns aren't the best. Okay. The freshman next to me was really good at his turns, and that's probably how he was beating me. Because I know I caught him every time on top of the water, but as soon as we flipped, he'd take off. But once again, if I work on my turns, I should drop. But yeah, there's no turns in open water, which is amazing. So it's just all on top of the water. So hopefully it'll go well.
And what I wanted to ask you about too was you had the highs and lows of the state championship. You disqualified from the event, the 200 IM, the night before, and I said you had the quote of the year. I really liked it. You said, I cried, pouted, gave silent treatment to myself, then ate. After that, I was okay. It was a rough night. It was a rough sleep last night. You said you only got like 4 hours, and you had a championship event the next day. What did you eat that made you feel better, and how did you get yourself mentally ready for the next day?
Perkins pancakes. Perkins and Bob Evans pancakes. They fueled me up for that weekend. They're like my sponsor, if you want to say. But yeah, it was mentally tough. Just get through it. I was seeded first for the 500, so it was just going for the 500, see if you can win. Just try to ball out and just hope for the best.
Coaches and everybody in the Marian community, you said you had the little celebration. What were your teammates saying to you, after, because they had to know, you had a good shot. You were not first seed, but to actually do it is a whole other thing, I guess.
Yeah, it's completely different. Just in-season times really don't matter until once you get there. But as soon as I hopped out of the pool, Timmy Dando hugged me, and then I saw Katie Krasinski and Angelina later. They obviously congratulated me, but it was awesome, just like having them like to support me throughout like my whole 2 years that I swam with them because they're already seniors, which is sad, but it's amazing just having them to like set me up for my junior and senior year.
Well, congratulations, Danny. We thank you for your time coming up here to Hazleton today. State champion in the 500 freestyle.